Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Thank you all so much for being here. Today I'm going to share with you my Christmas Decorate With Me Part 2, and we are going to be finishing up the living room and adding in a new furniture piece that I'm super excited to share, and adding in some garland, and then I'm also going to be adding a few more touches to the tree. We started the tree in my last decorating video, and now we're going to finish it up with some new ornaments that I found recently that I shared in my Christmas decor haul that I posted earlier this week, and you can check that out. It'll be linked down below if you would like to see that first, to see all the pieces that I've picked up. I have a part 1 and part 2 Christmas decor haul that you can see all the things that I've got so far this year to decorate for Christmas, and then now we're going to be decorating with all those pieces, so I'm super excited for today. And then also, if you want to see where we started decorating in the living room, you can watch my Christmas Decorate With Me Part 1 for 2022, and I will have that linked as well. And you can see how we started with the tree and added some touches to the couch. I decorated the shelves in here and we started with all that. So now we're going to finish it up, and then we're going to head into the kitchen, and I'm going to share a super fun hot cocoa bar. I just love the hot cocoa bar for this time of year. And we're also going to make some homemade hot cocoa mix, which is so delicious. So I can't wait to share all this with you. I hope you enjoy this and it gives you some inspiration. Maybe you can decorate along with me, or you can save this if you're not going to decorate yet and wait until later in the month and pull this video up and decorate along with me. We'll listen to some fun Christmas music and decorate together, but I hope that you enjoy this, and let's get started with decorating. Starting out on the tree, I'm going to go in with all of my new ornaments that I got from KIRKLANDS, and I shared in the haul video how I wasn't in love with the super bright reds when I was decorating my tree the first time, but when I went to KIRKLANDS and saw these deep red ornaments, I was like, that might actually work better, because before it wasn't flowing with the space. So I took all of those reds off and went for a more subtle look with just the red ticking stripe, and I thought that these darker red ornaments would just add, again, a more subtle red touch, and it would go better with the rest of the space and the pillows. And I ended up loving how it looks. I like how they're bigger than the other ornaments, so they kind of add like different dimension and shapes on there. And then over on this chair in the corner, I'm gonna add my new Santa pillow that I found at Joann's. I just love his happy jolly face. It's so cute, and I love this pop of red. Over here in this chair, I'm also going to add a cozy white throw to this as well. I think that the white and the red will look super pretty in this chair. But then we're going to hop over to the coffee table, and I wanted to add a little more to this than I did in my last video. I felt like it needed more of a vintage look, so I'm going to add this thrifted tray that I found at the thrift store years ago. And then I'm going to add these Mercury glass trees along with this picture of greenery and berries, and tie this coffee table together. And now for the piece I've been so excited to share with y'all. We did decide to get an electric fireplace. We have wanted one of these for years, and we look at them every Christmas and talk about getting one day, and we finally decided to get one. We have also wanted a TV stand for this space for the longest time. I've always used pieces we had, like old dressers and things that have been passed down to us, but we have talked about purchasing a piece for this space ever since we moved in 4 years ago and never decided to do it. But recently we started saving up, and we finally decided to get one, and we went and looked at them at Lowe's and decided to get this one. I actually was so unsure about it, and I was so nervous because it is a big investment piece, and I wanted to make sure that I would love it. So I was still kind of debating on it, like, do we really need it? And then my husband ended up surprising me with it. And when I tell you we love this piece, we love it. It adds just, I knew it would add like a cozy ambiance, but the magical feeling that it adds in here is just indescribable. We have like a childlike joy every time we look at it. I also had one growing up. I remember when my parents got one, we thought it was the coolest thing ever, and it's something that I always loved having in our house growing up. So we just think it's so beautiful. I added this garland from Hobby Lobby, and then our new stockings. I love how they tie in with the marble on the fireplace. That was unplanned, but oh my goodness, I love how it looks. And that is it for the living room. I've never been so in love with this room, or any room. I just never want to leave this space. And then the antique buffet that was here, we are saving that for a future space, and I cannot wait to give that piece a new home.
When everything's white, glimmering.
Okay, before we move over and start decorating the hutch, I just remembered that I have these bells. They were on one of my winter wreaths, and I decided to take them off because I was like, wait, those might look really cute layered with the garland. So I'm thinking about hanging these right here, but they are pretty heavy, and I'm not sure if this tiny command hook is going to hold them up. So I'm going to wait until I get a bigger command hook because I do not want this to fall off. And I might even try to figure out a different way to hang them besides this big hook. Maybe I can, I think I can take that off and then just have the rope and the bells. So I wanted to add that I might add these to the garland, and then also over here to the side right here, under this little blanket ladder, that is where I'm planning on putting my vintage rocking horse that I recently thrifted. We are going to work on that this weekend. I'm going to get it sanded and kind of refinished, and then I'm going to put that over here, and I think that's just going to be beautiful next to the fireplace. So I wanted to mention that I might add those two things.
And stillness fills the night. It's Christmas, a winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand.
And then over here on this side table, I decided to add my little vintage lamp. I had tried so many pieces on this table. I put trees, old candlesticks, and LED candles, so many things, and I finally landed on this milk glass vintage lamp, and I really like it in this space. I think it's a good size for that table, so that's what I'm going to keep there for now. And then now we're going to head on over and work on my hutch that is also in the living room on the wall that's opposite of the tree, and I'm gonna add in all my vintage dishes, and I'm gonna do a really similar look with the Santa mugs on here that I did last year. It's gonna be almost the same on the bottom two shelves as it was last year, because when I love something that much, I just want to recreate it and stick with it. So maybe this will be a little tradition that I will put these Santa mugs on this hutch every year because I just love it so much. So I'm going to put these on here, and then I also have my blanket ladder right here. I wanted to see if it looked good beside the hutch, but I think I like it beside the TV stand definitely better. So we're just gonna work on this, and then after I finish with the hutch, we will head into the kitchen.
For this past year, oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss, a green red delight with glimmering silver wine. You dazzle us all from big to small, warm laughter and white smiles, my presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day. Take me away.
If you are in the market for a KEURIG, now is the time to get it. I just got this on sale for Black Friday for only $35, This is the KEURIG K Express, and these are originally, I think, $60 or $70. And the white one is usually even more expensive than that, like $100. And right now they're only $35. So when we saw that on Walmart's website, I was like, oh my gosh, now's the perfect time to get one, because that is an amazing sale. And I had been thinking about getting one for a while. I've been using a pour over coffee maker. I haven't had a KEURIG in 2 years. I've been just pouring the water over my coffee grounds, and as much as I love that coffee maker and the flavor is amazing, and it really gives you kind of like a fancy coffee shop feel when you drink your coffee after making it with that, I kind of just wanted something for quick mornings that was easy, just push of a button and it can make a cup of coffee. And I honestly was starting to miss having a KEURIG, and now I'm just gonna add back on my like water pitcher, and then a fun little Santa napkin holder that I thrifted, and I'm gonna play around with this space for a little bit until I get it how I like it.
We forgot what you came for, and in the coffee shop just next door, we talked for hours on end, and somehow we knew that we'd found something true, and that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on, from this Christmas on, it's gonna be you and me decorating the tree from this Christmas on. From this Christmas on.
I ended up adding in this vintage tin that I thrifted, and then a cute little gingerbread house mug. And then we're going to come back to this space here in a little bit once we make our hot cocoa, and after I get a cute new sign to go here in the back, I will share with you the final look. But now we're going to head over here and change out these little teacups that I have in my canisters for some Christmas ones. I have some with this pretty red design on them that I'm going to put in there. And then for the tray back here, I'm going to add a bowl with some vintage ornaments that I thrifted. I found those, I think 3 or 4 years ago now, and I just love to put them in a bowl. I'm going to put some greenery under it, and that is probably all that I'm going to do in this space. I really wanted to keep the kitchen pretty simple. And then I got this Google Home piece I think that's what it's called, the Google Home, for like watching videos and listening to music in the kitchen. It's really neat since our TV is in the living room and the rooms are separated. It's neat to be able to like watch videos in here while I'm cooking, like recipe videos and stuff like that. I've enjoyed having it. I got it a few months ago, I think back in the summer, to have in here like while I was canning and stuff like that, and it has been a really fun piece. I can link that if you are interested. But now we're going to move over to where the KitchenAid is, and I'm going to add these pretty Christmas towels. Thank you so much to the one of you who sent me those last year. And then some cute wooden measuring spoons, and then a diffuser on a stand. I love to have a diffuser in the kitchen. And I actually just recently found, if you watched my Christmas haul, a Christmas tree diffuser, and it's so pretty. It like twinkles and the lights kind of flicker like a candle. And so I actually ended up putting that diffuser in here instead of this one. This is a Young Living diffuser. I love this one. It flickers like a candle too, but I did switch it out for the Christmas tree one, and y'all will see that in my home tour.
Magic in the air, 'cause something is waiting for me. Oh, oh, oh. I've been good, but I can't last. Hurry Christmas, hurry now. I can't wait to see what's under the Christmas tree for you and me. Oh, little bad toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs pose.
My top favorite oil combination of all time is cinnamon bark and Christmas spirit blended together. It is just the most Christmassy smell. I just want our house to smell like this constantly, and this is what I diffuse every single day. I actually have been doing this since fall and fell in love with these two mixed, so it has been going in the diffuser every day. I just love it. And then I'm going to turn it on the candle flicker setting and add a cozy little ambiance to the kitchen.
Santa is coming. I know, I know. Santa is coming. Oh.
I picked up this cute Santa mug at TJ Maxx, and I actually found him before I found the ones at Hobby Lobby, and in my opinion the Hobby Lobby ones do look a lot more vintagey, and they have a little bit of like a more realistic face. They have the little winking eye, and they're also under $5. This one was $9.99, so $5 cheaper for the Hobby Lobby ones. So definitely if you're looking for some, look there first. But like I said, I did get this one before I found those, so they do have them at TJ Maxx too, and I thought he would be cute with a little tree in him because he was a pretty big size, so I wanted to use it like as a little vase and put a flocked tree in him. Also, I got this cute towel at Tractor Supply last year, and it's so fitting because our chickens are due to start laying at the end of November, early December, so hopefully we'll have fresh eggs for Santa. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break from decorating, and I'm going to share with y'all our Azure standard order for the month. My husband and I went and picked this up yesterday afternoon, and we were so excited to get our cheese in again and have this for recipes the next few months. And I got some sugar to restock the pantry and also to make a really yummy recipe we're going to make today. So I thought I would share with you what I got. I will have Azure Standard linked down below. It is a co-op where you can order bulk groceries, and they have a lot of organic things, and they're the most affordable place that I've been able to find high quality organic ingredients and organic food. And the reason that I discovered them is because over a year ago now, it's been probably almost 2 years ago, I was searching everywhere to find gluten-free flour for a good price, because it can just be so expensive to get gluten-free flour in a regular grocery store. And so I was looking online and I started doing research on it, and I came across Azure. So I started watching videos on it and figuring out what it was, and I discovered we had a drop in our local area where they will bring the truck of everyone's groceries that orders to one drop point, and then you all go and pick it up. And it has just been the most amazing just community and thing that we have got involved in. We love our drop coordinators so much. They are such a sweet family. They actually sell raw cheese and milk, and this last time they brought homemade fried pies, and it's just such a wonderful community to get to know those people. And I would have never met them, even though they live right in my area, had I not discovered Azure and got connected with them. And then everyone else too who comes and who orders from there in our area is just so kind. They always have like things that they grow for sale, and it's just such a good place to like meet really good wholesome people who have the same values as you and care about the ingredients that are in our food and kind of like supporting local and supporting the community. So I have loved getting to know all of them. And Azure itself is a company out of Oregon, and they have drop points in every state, and so you can see if you have one in your area. Our top favorite thing to get from them is their raw cheese. We can buy raw cheese in our area, but it is a bit more expensive than on Azure, so I love it. I can again have it shipped and just go pick it up. So we got 2 5-pound blocks of this, and we use so much cheese when you're cooking and making the majority of your meals at home. It's just something that's so essential to have, and we use it for pizzas, to top lasagna, tacos, taco bowls is something that we love and make weekly, and we'll even top like our Mexican rice with this. And for like breakfast casseroles, I've been making this breakfast casserole that has sausage, eggs, hash browns, cheese, and making that up at the beginning of the week to eat on for our breakfast throughout the week. And this is what we always put in it and top it with, and it's just so good. So you do purchase this by the pound. Like I said, we got 2 5-pound blocks, and we're going to shred this up in the food processor and then freeze one of them and leave one of them out and just bag it up in a reusable bag, and then we'll be able to just pull it from the fridge and top all of our recipes with it. And then I also got this mozzarella cheese again. I got this I think 3 months ago, and it lasted us the whole 3 months, and this is the main one that we'll put on pizza and stuff, more Italian dishes. And then this is something new that I haven't tried. I've got butter from there before, but this is the first time that I'm trying this brand because I've heard a lot of people say how good it is. If you watch Becky from Acre Homestead, she talks about this butter all the time and how it's her favorite. So I really wanted to try it, and it was finally in stock. It goes out of stock a lot, but it is this Rumiano organic butter, and we use this again for so many recipes and to saute veggies in a skillet or our eggs and everything like that. And then next we got some Parmesan cheese. This is something else that I I've purchased before, and we like to get it for our dishes. Like we do sausage and squash and top it with Parmesan cheese, and then of course Italian dishes and things like that. And then I got some sugar because I'm almost out of all of our cane sugar, and this is what I use for all of our baking and recipes. And then I also want to make up some pre-made mixes, so like for example a sugar cookie mix and some fun things like that for Christmas. And a lot of those recipes are you'll add all your dry ingredients and it'll be pre-made just like in a mason jar, and then you just add your wet ingredients when you're ready to make it. And I think I just love that idea, having it already ready to go and have your main ingredients already mixed together. So I thought I was going to get a big bag of this for that. And then also today together we are going to make some homemade hot cocoa mix. If you watch my channel and you watched my Christmas videos last year, then you probably saw me make this, and we fell in love with this after I made it last year. It's so rich and good, and just knowing that it has good ingredients and it makes me so happy. I also get our cocoa powder and our powdered sugar from Azure Standard too. I'm pretty stocked on that, so we didn't need any more this month from where I had purchased it in the past. But that is also where I get those because it's so expensive to buy organic cocoa powder at our grocery store, and then also powdered sugar as well. So I found it on there, and it was a pretty good price, and I stocked up on it and ordered I think like a 5-pound bag of each, and it's lasted me for so long. and I love to use it in all of our holiday baking. So we're going to be using those ingredients today too, along with this sugar to make some delicious hot cocoa mix. All you do is just put a scoop of that in some milk or water, and it's so delicious. We like to make ours with milk to make it like more of a creamy hot cocoa. But anyway, can't wait to use this to make some delicious hot cocoa. I'm going to share with y'all how I make that, and then we're going to put it in this adorable little vintage jar that I thrifted a few years ago. It's so pretty. So we're going to store it in that and have it in our little hot cocoa station to be ready to go. So I'm going to get all of this put away, and then we'll get started on the hot cocoa. Also, if you are interested in Azure Standard, I will have them linked down below in the description box, and you can read more about it and check out the website. There's so many good YouTube videos on it too. I binge watched like all of the Azure Standard videos when I first found out about it, because it's so cool to see like all the different things that they have on there and all the different things you can order. I watch some people who get even like paper towels, toilet paper that are made from really good ingredients from on there, and then you can also get like frozen fruit and veggies. I've got some frozen veggies from there before, and we loved them. They also have like toothpaste and even makeup products, and all made with clean ingredients. So it would definitely be interesting to see if you have a drop point in your area, if you want to order from them, if you're like me and check labels on everything and really try to pay attention to the things that we bring in our home and to put in our bodies and all of that. It's something I became really passionate about. So having a place to get those items that are better for us for more affordably has just been so awesome, to have a good place to source those things. You're going to need powdered milk, powdered sugar, regular sugar, and cocoa powder. And we're going to sift all of these ingredients. That way this cocoa mix has a really smooth texture and it's not kind of lumpy. You can see now how smooth that is and how it gets all those lumps out of your powdered sugar. This makes a really big batch, so you could always just half it and only do 1 cup of each of these, and then adjust the other ingredients if you want it just to try out. But I know we're going to be using this all winter, so I'm going to do a big batch and put it in like a half-gallon mason jar, and then just put a little bit out on the counter. The next ingredient is 1 cup of cocoa powder. This is delicious, rich cocoa powder, like I said, from Azure Standard. I order 5-pound bags of it at a time so that I have lots on hand, because I make a lot of chocolate muffins. That's my favorite. And then brownies is my husband's favorite, so I make a lot of rich fudgy brownies and muffins and stuff like that, so I like to have a lot of it on hand. And then last, we're going to add in 1/3 cup of our organic cane sugar. This would make such amazing gifts as well. You could put this in a beautiful mason jar and then tie some beautiful ribbon or twine around it with a little recipe card. I love gifts like that. They're just so meaningful and special. And then same with like those cookie mixes and stuff too that I want to make. They would be such sweet gifts. I'm actually going to use a whisk. That way I can mix it in a little bit better. And then some other fun things that you can add into this are like white chocolate chips, regular chocolate chips. You could do like peppermint bark, like those little peppermint crystals that you can add in if you want like a peppermint hot cocoa. You could also add in mini marshmallows to this, and that would be super fun. Okay, I think we are all good and mixed now, and like I said, I'm going to store some of it in this sweet thrifted jar here at the cocoa station, and then the rest of it I will store away in a mason jar. But definitely let me know if you decide to make this with your kids and your family this year, or just for you and your husband, or just for yourself. It can be a fun tradition for you and your family. So let me know if y'all make it and if you like it. This became our favorite last year after having it for the first time and seeing how yummy that it was. And then the rest of our cocoa mix ended up fitting perfectly in this quart mason jar, and I put a little reusable lid on it, and we're ready to go. It's a few days later now, and we're gonna make a few little adjustments to the hot cocoa bar. I wanted a taller sign that stood out more behind this whole coffee area, and I was at Michael's over the weekend and I spotted this one, so I thought I would try it. And I love the white with the pop of the red behind here, and it looks so much better than that smaller sign, so I'm super happy that I found that to fill in that space back there. And then I found some fun marshmallows, and also I thrifted a set of 3 of these jars recently. They were $3 for 3 of them, and I love these hinge top lids, so I'm going to put these little hot cocoa marshmallows into this jar and put these on the coffee bar as well. And then I'm going to find another little spot for the Santa with the napkins. But I love this little addition, and having these marshmallows here in the same type of jar that the cocoa is in. I still can't decide which mug I want here. Now that I changed the sign, I kind of think the Santa one is really cute here. And it's a little taller, so it fills in that space better. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with the Santa.
Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll on my way to you. How would you feel about packing up today?
Okay friends, that is all the decorating that we're gonna do for today. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will subscribe so that you don't miss out on all the other fun Christmas videos for this year. Next, we're gonna be decorating our dining room, bedroom, and I still want to decorate a pink theme and a pink tree in my office, so I'm really excited for all of that. Make sure you subscribe so that you won't miss it, and also give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you are loving this Christmas series. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in my next video.
Is it